Hi guys, and welcome back to Live and Learn with Livi. If you were like, what was that, Livi? Like, what was that? I realized I wasn't even recording on my camera, like, which we love, which I'm back with the camera, by the way. I ordered a new SD card, so we're back with that. But I was like, for this week's episode, let a bitch rant. Like, I just want to rant for a second. Like, and it's all first world problems. Like, maybe this will help you get away from like your actual problems in the world, where I'm just going to sit here and fucking yap about how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, whatever. I'm in my luteal phase. Like, I could actually fucking kill somebody. But you know what? Let's get into my little yap session. Like, I'm excited. Let's yap. So first things first. Sissy, I hate the bitch, okay? Sissy, my sister, really just set my day off on a bad fucking note. And that's because for over a month, I told her, hey, I have an event tonight. Like, I really want you to come with me. And I have the text messages from her because I had to send them back and shove them in her face and go, you blind bitch, you said this exactly. But the text messages of her being like, yeah, I could get there by 7. Like, I could get there by 7. And I'm like, oh my God, perfect. Like, perfect. And she was like, I'm going to come to the event. Yesterday, she goes, if I'm still feeling sick, like, I probably won't go to the event. I go, okay, well, like, let me know ASAP, because if you're not going to come, I'll bring somebody else, because I don't like going to events alone. I just don't like it. Luckily, I love the brand, and like the girls on the brand genuinely are my friends. So like, it'll be fine. I wake up this morning, the bitch is like, hey, I'm not feeling well. Okay, that's totally fine. But like, you're so inconsiderate about my time. You're so inconsiderate about the fact that because first of all, not fucking only is it like, oh, she's just coming to an event with me. I was going to get her dinner after, and I was Ubering her both fucking ways. Okay. And it was just like, you're just inconsiderate of the fact that, like, I don't like going to events alone. And I get it. This is like literally influencer to-do list. Like, it's so hard being an influencer. No, but it's just like little things. Like, and it being my sister really just set me off. Okay. If it was anybody else, I would have been, fuck it, who cares? But it being my sister, I said, actually, have you ever thought about going and fucking yourself? And it was just one of those things. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal, but it was just like, you're inconsiderate. You're inconsiderate as fuck. And you're like, Livy, she just didn't feel well. Okay. She knew this date, but this is the thing is, she had the nerve to be like, I never confirmed I was going. I sent her the text messages. I said, really? You blind little bat? Because right here is a confirmation. And she was like, fuck it. Like, I'm not apologizing to you. And I said, that's fine. Just note, anytime the bitch wants to go to Drake, I'm over here doing fucking backflips on the dick for SeatGeek to send us there for a floor seat, okay? Anytime the bitch wants to go to Coachella, I'm over here splitting on the dick, being like, I love Neutrogena, let's fucking go. Neutrogena did not send me to Coachella. And that's probably why, because I wasn't splitting on the dick, being like, I fucking love Neutrogena. Anyways, anytime the girl wants it, she gets free dinners fucking weekly, because I'm over here like, tag this place, tag that place. Like, listen, I understand life isn't hard. I'm a fucking influencer, but at the same time, she could be a little bit more grateful. But the one time I want her to come to an event with me, because the brand fucking loves her and she loves those girls too, she's gonna be like, I never confirmed. You blind bitch. You fucking confirmed. You confirmed. Like, what are you lying for? So I told myself I wasn't going to get this worked up. I said I was going to regulate my emotions a little bit more. And I really feel like I have. I think this is like the first time today I let it out. That's like such a lie. I genuinely called my mom this morning and I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know my sister was a fucking bitch. And my mom was like, okay, it's 8 a.m, Olivia. Why don't we take a breath? And anyways, I went about my day. I did my EFT tapping, tap with Brad. If you're like, what? Bitch, I don't know. I'm reprogramming my subconscious. And one of the things is like tap with Brad. Like, it's EFT tapping. Like, if you know what it is, you know what it is. If not, you're like, you sound fucking manic. I don't know. Basically, I'm like tapping away my subconscious, like any subconscious beliefs I have that are like limiting me. Like, I'm tapping them away. Bitch, I don't know. Look it up. So I had a morning with Tap with Brad, my little guy on YouTube. Love him. And it's really just me like looking at his videos being like, I am worthy, like genuinely watch the YouTube. It's literally, I am worthy. I know love. I am love. Like, and that it's just like me tapping with Brad in the mornings. And first of all, I've made him a household name to everybody, because they'll be like, what do you do? He's like, oh, let's go to the gym. And I'm like, oh, I'm tapping with Brad first. Like, I have to tap with Brad. And she was like, huh? And I'm like, I'm tapping with Brad. Like, I have to tap with him and then we can go to the fucking gym. And it's a part of my morning ritual. Like, I genuinely love it. EFT tapping, so good. Every time I do it, something like new comes up and I'm like so excited. And it just is, it's really good. But it is one of those like woo-woo things. Actually, one of the girls on TikTok, she has a series of like woo-woo things she does. And that's how I learned about Tap with Brad. Don't even remember her name, but love her dearly because I'm tuned into that fucking series she has. And I've been tapping with Brad ever since she was like Tap with Brad. Okay, I mentioned I'm in my luteal phase. I feel as if I get my period so frequently, and I know my period's coming because it'll hit me like a random Tuesday. Suddenly, I'm a fucking cow. Like, I am eating absolutely everything, and I can't stop eating. Like, yesterday, I ate so much food, and right now I'm in a calorie deficit, which, like, I know it's skinny of me. And normally, I don't even hit the mark of my calorie deficit because my calorie intake is just so high. Like when I was asking ChatGPT, she was like, yeah, you can consume like this many calories. I was like, that seems very high. And I was like, maybe I'm low key like an orca and I don't realize it, but like, who cares? I'm just kidding. I'm not a fucking orca. Anyways, and normally I don't hit my calorie deficit. I'm like, oh, I still have like a couple hundred calories left over. And honestly, this is big news for me because a bitch has never been able to count her calories. I've never been able to do that. I always was like, that'll send me straight back into the psych ward. Like, I will fucking kill myself. But I've got to a point with my fitness journey where I'm like, okay, I want to lean out a little bit more. I want to tone up a little bit more. I feel confident in counting my calories. So I've been counting my calories. When I tell you, I was like over the calories yesterday because I'm not like that insane with counting. I'm like, you're not going to see me on my fitness pal because once again, like I will be back in the psych ward. Anyways, I literally could have fucking ate tiny. Like that's how hungry I was. And that's when I know my period is coming, when like nothing is satisfying me. And recently, my like week before my period, I get one specific craving. Normally it's always been Chipotle, and I'll just go and I'll treat myself to Chipotle in the middle of the week because I don't really get cravings on my period. If anything, I get super sick on my period and I like actually want all men to die. I don't know. It's just like a side effect of my period. I'm like, I hope all men actually perish. Anyways, this random period craving I've been having is McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's in so long. And like, that's just been my period craving is like McDonald's. And I'm like, I'm sorry, where the fuck is this coming from? So I'm going to the event tonight and I was like, let me take myself for dinner after the event. And then I was like, let me take myself to McDonald's after the event. And I was like, I don't know if I can big back on a Wednesday like that. Like normally my big back days are reserved for like Saturday and Sunday. I was like, I don't know if I can big back it on a fucking, on a Wednesday. But you know what? I probably will. Like if you go look at my second TikTok account, I probably will post it there. But like, I could see myself big backing it on a Wednesday because I am just the cravings go crazy. Like I've experienced nothing like it the week before my period. I'm so ravenous, so ravenous. Yesterday after the gym, I ate a steak and a potato. It was noon. First of all, that's very rich of me. Second of all, that's absurd. I'm over here downing a steak and a fucking potato like a ribeye too. It wasn't even just like a little, no, mama's got money. No, I actually don't. I actually really don't. Anyways, so that's just like a little update of how I've been feeling the past couple days. My sister's a whore and I want McDonald's. Like there's really nothing else to it. I did start a second TikTok account. Number one, because I was like, fuck this account that I have normally. Fuck my job, okay? Well, I just want one for fun. I just want one for the girls, and everyone has one. I'm like, I might as well. So yeah, I've been focusing on that. I've been having a bunch of random men follow me on Instagram to like a sickening degree. I was talking to my manager about it. I was like, I don't know where the fuck these were. And the thing is, they're all from like the Middle East. Like it's just a bunch of Middle Eastern men. And I'm just like, what are the boys following me for? And my manager's like, that can't be great. And I was like, I don't know how I ended up on their For You page. And I guarantee you it's the fucking trial reels. Like Instagram was pushing those trial reels. I'm doing the trial reels. Yeah, my following's growing. But I'm like, I'm sorry. I have an influx of men from the Middle East who are in my broadcast channel commenting in a language I don't fucking know. Sorry, not weird, but just in a language I don't know. Where'd the men come from? That's my worst nightmare. My enemy must have been like, make her successful, but make her successful to men. Because I want to shoot myself. But at the same time, I'm like, don't block your manifestations because you manifested this. Never once did I say, make it a bunch of random fucking old men. I'd rather die. If you're like, you sound extra cracked out today, I am. I have my little Blank Street matcha. And this is like the most not implant. What is it called? Yeah, I think we're called implants, like New York implants. No, can't be implant, but like, you know, the people who like move to the city, implants. You know, when everyone's like, oh, the implants are here. I don't think they're called implants. Whatever. But like, they're like, oh, a bunch of implants took over the city. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? But it's like basically like the fucking annoying bitches who move from out of town to New York and they're like, I love it here. And they all get like Blank Street and like Pop-Up Bagel or whatever. I am one of the implants. It can't be implants. New York implants? Anyways, I'm just going to go with implants. I'm one of the implants, okay? And I'm one of the bitches where I think Blank Street has the best matcha. I am a matcha connoisseur, kind of, not really. And I will continuously go back to Blank Street. Number one, good price. This right here, $6, $7 if we're counting $6.70 and we're rounding up. But to me, I always round down, so I feel like I spent less money. $6, tastes fucking amazing. It's a strawberry matcha from Blank Street. It's the strawberries and cream one, I believe. It is so good. You guys don't even understand. Like, it is phenomenal. It makes me a better woman. And like, I know that's and you're like, there's probably so many better like matcha shops. There are so many better matcha shops. Bitch, I live in the Upper East Side. I used to live down by like the Soho area. If you want me to go to a good matcha place, I have to travel 30 minutes. I don't even like to leave my house on a day where I have to leave my house. Like Blank Street's right around the block from me. That's where I'm getting my matcha. And anywhere else I've gotten matcha, like one time my friend Liv was in town and we got matcha at this random place down the block from me. It was so fucking horrible. I almost threw my matcha at the man who made it. No, imagine. Like, actually imagine. That's how I feel in my luteal face. Like, I would literally never. That'd be like, actually, like, lock me in the psych ward. Sometimes when I'm walking down my street, I'm like, what if I just did something so fucking crazy that they had to arrest me? But that's just my OCD talking. Like, that's not me talking. But anytime I have a matcha, oh, a bitch is cracked out. I'm cracked the fuck out. I'm like, Like, I'm wired. Anyways, I like make decisions on my matcha brain that like I would normally never make. And I'm like, who the fuck made that decision? It was me. Okay. More updates that I have for you guys. Recently, I've been really craving friendships. Sorry. It's actually so funny that I just got like super philosophical on everybody for a second. I just have been craving the friendships that like fill up my cup. And I rarely have those anymore. Like I do have my people who fill up my cup, but I also have my people who don't fill up my cup. And like recently I've been around some people where I'm like, oh my God, like you drained my cup. And you're like, what are you talking about? I'm very, very sensitive to energy, like very sensitive. And if I spend a lot of time with someone who's just like draining me and not adding to my life, like I will die. No, but like it feels like I'm dying. But just like those people that you're around where you leave and you're like, oh my God, I feel like I need a nap after being with them. Whereas there's other people that you're around and you're like, wait, I feel so good. I feel so alive. I feel so amazing. Obviously, I feel that way with like my best friends and like my core people. But like as I try and make new friends, I don't know why I laughed at that. Mainly because I posted a TikTok where I was like, nobody talks about how hard it is to like make friends after like a traumatic friendship breakup. And like for me, I've had a couple traumatic friendship breakups. Sue me. Fucking sue me. You're like, you're the problem. Whatever. Fucking sue me. I'm genuinely not. Like, I swear. There comes my victim complex. I'm like, I'm not. It just is like, I just believe like people are only meant to be in your life for chapters at a time. Like, I don't hold on to anyone who's no longer in my life. But making friends after a friendship breakup, like it is hard to like let someone in when it's just hard where you're like, oh, well, the last time I had a best friend like that, something horrific happened and like I don't want to deal with that again. But I think it's something that I obviously will get over. But just recently I've been around so many people who are just draining my cup, and it's like I can't even tell you guys specific situations because they will absolutely know I'm talking about them. But I hate to be around people who are just draining me. I'm like, this is like exhausting. Like I feel fucking horrible. Like I don't feel myself. I feel, like I just am exhausted at the end of the time with them. And it's normally the people who just spend the entire time talking about themselves. Listen, I'm a bitch who loves to talk about myself, but also like I like to talk about other things too. Like, come on now. But Sissy's best friend, Emma, she's also a good friend of mine now. I've stolen her and like she has no idea I'm about to steal her more. She fills up my cup like no other. And I don't know why Emma fills up my cup so much, but I'm like, you fill up my cup. And I saw her Saturday and I like said to her, I said, you fill up my cup. And she was drunk and she's like, what? And I was like, you fill up my cup. And she was like, oh my God, I love that. And I was like, absolutely. Because it's very rare for me to find someone who I'm like, oh, you fill up my cup. Like you make me feel good. I love our energy together. It is. It's just difficult. So Emma fills up my cup and I love her. And I am looking for like more friends who fill up my cup and I can fill up their cup kind of thing. But I'm also like content with the circle I have around me. I don't know. I think I got to get past the trauma of making new friends. It's like, Livy, not everybody's going to ruin your birthday. Okay. Like not everybody is going to do something, and that's okay. Anyways, last Friday, Tiny was so sick. We're still dealing with the repercussions of his sickness. You guys, the only ever time I've seen Tiny like that before is when I lived in LA, and it's like him waking me up every hour for me to take him out. It's actually like taking care of a sick kid. Like taking care of a sick dog is equivalent to me taking care of a sick kid. Like I'm up every hour. I'm not really getting full sleep. He actually decided to jump on the bed and throw up on it. And I was like, oh, lovely, babe. It's 5 a.m. and you decided to throw up on the bed. When I have an entire fucking apartment with wood floor, you decide to throw up on the bed, but like my poor little baby. So last Friday, I was honestly just deep cleaning my entire apartment and then just taking care of my sick little baby. And I hate seeing him sick. Like there's really just something about it where I'm like, I feel horrible. My little baby boy is just so sick. So it really did break my heart. And then I'm like, mind you, I'm neurotic. Like I'm fucking crazy. And I also had a dog pass away in my arms. He bled out in my arms because he had this stomach flu and he looked just like Tiny. And I'm like, I have so much trauma from like that specific situation that like I'm over here. Tiny was almost at the vet like every other week in California because little things I would be like, I need to make sure he's okay. I need to make sure he's okay. And now I just call the vet on the phone. Like I'm a little bit more relaxed. And I was like manic on the phone to the vet. I was like, do I bring him in? What do I do? She's like, I think you just need to give him some pumpkin. I said, okay. Like, and I'm always, yeah. And then I was like, for a second there, he was sleeping so hard that I was like, is he okay? Like, and he wasn't eating the white rice I was giving him. He was like refusing the white rice and he was sleeping super hard. And I was like, my mom was like, just put a little bit of his food in front of his nose to see if he wakes up. Bitch, I kid you not. I open his treat bag just a little bit. The motherfucker flies off the couch into the like living room, shaking his tail, wagging his. I was like, I haven't seen that much energy from you since what the fuck is this? So he's doing much better, but he was very sick and it was a lot to deal with. Also, you guys, I don't know if I ever told this story, but basically sorry, I just thought about making the episode title something like this of like, I made my whore my employee. I actually am fully going to do that. But basically a man that I used to talk to he does my taxes now. Like I have fully, and I know he's going to see this and be so mad. He's going to be like, Livy, stop saying this to people. Anyways, he does my taxes, but we've definitely hooked up before. Never sex because I wouldn't. I was about to insult him. But let me tell you something. When you have a man that you used to like talk to, hook up with, anything like that, and he now works for you, like I pay that motherfucker and it's the worst thing in the world that we could be talking about taxes. I would actually rather talk to him about my father. Like I'd actually rather be like, let's do therapy and let's talk about my father. Because every day he's like, okay, taxes. And I just love fucking with him. Like I am so unprofessional with him to the point where like we fight every time we speak. And it's like playful fighting, but it's also me being like, you're an emotionally immature little bitch some of the time. Did you know that? And you're like, Livy, what? He's my tax man, okay? And it just is one of those things where we just have a very, like, fun relationship. Not really at all. Like, and I just told him, I was like, anytime I see that, like, that phone number pop up on my fucking screen of you texting me, like, I want to die. And he was like, I can't wait till I get to block you. And I'm like, me too. Like, me too. And then, though, it'll be, like, back and forth where we'll be like, no. I'm like, can you do this? Can you do that for me? Can you do this for me? And then he's like, yeah. And then I'm like, remember when you had your in the back of my throat? And he's like, and then we get going. Like he is someone I actually have to cut off if I'm ever in a relationship, because like the disrespect it would be to my future boyfriend if I had this whore on like the back burner. And it just is, he really did a good job on my taxes. Like, I can't lie, he did a good job. But it also was like another thing where he was like, Livy, you're talking all this shit and I have your social. Like, I have your social security number. And I'm like, motherfucker. And I'm like, and I still have your payment for the taxes, bitch. So here we are. It's been really interesting having one of my old whores, who I swear was not smart when I knew him, actually be really great with my taxes and everything like that. It really is, it's like maturing. You're like, didn't you just like do crazy things to him? Absolutely. But that's just kind of our dynamic. I've known him forever too. Like I've seen him through different phases of his life as he's seen me through different phases of mine. Like, he sent me Midday Matcha and was like, listening to it, baby girl, he's gonna fucking kill me. But every so often I'll be like, is that man my soulmate? And then I think, absolutely the fuck not. But like, no, like, I'm just not about it. But yeah, I feel like I don't talk about the fact enough that like I hired my whore to do my taxes. Anyways, oh, you guys, I have another confession to make. I've recently, by recently I mean like this past 2 weeks, I'm in a little bit of communication with my ex-boyfriend, Frenchie. Nothing too serious, just me being like, okay, I'll come and see you. What? If you guys don't know, this is my like cheating ex, but this is like the last man I was in a relationship with. And fuck it, like, I'm just gonna be honest, sometimes you get lonely, sometimes you get a little bit lonely, and sometimes I just want to like hear from like a familiar person and just like text a familiar person. And it's really been the hardest thing in the world for me not to go and like see the man, because he'll be like, I'll Uber you, like, we'll go to dinner, I'll take you to dinner, like we can cuddle and just like talk about old times, especially with somebody like you loved at one point. Like, it's really difficult to like not. It's also really difficult not to fuck that man. He was so good at sex, like so good. You know how hard it is? I've been out here celibate for like over a fucking year, and me having to like double, I'm like, did I? Yeah, over a year. And I know that there's really good dick a mile away from me, and I'm over here closing my legs because I have some fucking self-respect. Do you know how hard that is? Do you know how hard that is? My ex-boyfriend, who rocked my world sexually, I have to close these legs. All I want is for him to fuck me hard. And I have to actually put myself forward and go, no, I want more for myself. It pisses me off so much. And then I have this man being like, yeah, let me take you to like a really nice dinner. And I'm like, in the back of my head, like, he had another girlfriend. Livy had another girlfriend. And it's like, I knew I wouldn't see him. Did he know I wouldn't see him? Absolutely fucking not. No, I definitely was playing it up where I was like, maybe. And honestly, I thought it for a second. I was like, maybe. Like, fuck it. Maybe I'll do it. Like, maybe I'll go hang out with the guy. And then I was like, no. And then I sent him a breakup text. I put it in my broadcast channel. Like, if you're not in my Instagram broadcast channel, you can fucking choke, because I weirdly update you guys on everything there. But I said to him, and this was like really hard because he was just like texting me casually. I said, I feel like I should be honest with you. I will probably never see you again or meet up with you. It's not something I want for my future, and I apologize for ever making you think I was going to do that. I thought that was very mature of me after some very immature actions of being like, maybe we can hang out, like maybe. And the man was like begging on all knees, like, let me send you roses, like, let me just da-da-da. And I'm over here like, it's tempting. Like, when you feel a little lonely too, you're like, okay, well, I want a relationship. Like, I don't want it with this bitch, but like, this is the last person I was in a relationship with. It's hard. And like, it's really hard self-respect wise. Why the fuck do I have my credit card number just in my notes app? Anyways, it was really difficult to not meet up with him. I mean, this has been going on for like months since I've moved here. Not me talking to him all the time, but him always like communicating with me, being like, wait, please, like, let's meet up. Like, let's just do something. Like, let's hang out. And I'm like, no. And like, I do have some accountability to own up to in the fact that like, I definitely was hyping it up a little bit of like, no, maybe we'll see each other. Like, maybe we won't. You know what I mean? Where it was like, I probably should have just not done that. And then I don't know, it like really hit me when I was at the gym. I was like, I say it all the time to everybody, but like genuinely, like, me holding on to this man, like, I'm not going to meet like my soulmate. Like, I'm not going to meet the person that's actually meant for me just by like casually communicating with my ex-boyfriend who like did me dirty. Like, I'm just showing the universe that I'm okay with like absolutely fucking nothing, like being treated like shit. And I just, as tempting as it is to like be like, you know what, I love this person, dick was great, but like, no, I love myself more. Genuinely hard, bitch, but I did it. I'm looking for my little fan because like I'm hot as fuck in here. So that was like very difficult. At the same time, I'm like, okay, like my soulmate. I'm also like not in the mood to be dating absolutely anybody. I just feel utterly annoyed by everybody. And I did have a couple dates scheduled, but like nobody I was super excited about. I deleted my Hinge. I'm just like not in the fucking mood. Like I'm just like, no, you guys are kind of disgusting me recently. Like I'm just not about it. And yeah, like that is just where I stand with dating recently. It's funny because okay, so I saw this TikTok. Oh wait, also remember remember the man I was like, we're going through a breakup, whatever. I like posted a clip about getting choked with my panties, and he was the one that choked me with my panties. He like slid in my DM and was like, da like said some slick shit, left him on red. I was like, I'm so unattracted to you at this point. Like he just has no communication skills and is just like, I'm just really unattracted to him. And yeah, I was like, it just is not it for me anymore. Like I actually liked him in the moment. I was like, wait, I like this one. Like he's super cute. I definitely feel like he came in and was like my test before like my real relationship that I'm probably gonna get in any minute. Thank you. But like, because they say like the universe will like test you with the one and or like thoughts of like the one or something like that. Like this man came in, good job, really respectful, really nice, read my ass tattoo. And you guys know I fucking told the universe like only my husband can read my ass tattoo. This man read my ass tattoo, like was super caring, super sweet. And it like obviously didn't work out. And it was like one of those things where it's like, oh, like that's sad because like I liked that one. And that was the closest I've ever been to like, oh wait, like this one's a good one. Like this one's a good one. And it's just like the universe being like, okay, no, I'm testing you with this one to see if you're going to be able to let this one go because it's not meant for you. And I was like, oh, I let him go. I said, fucking go. Actually, it was a little different. It actually wasn't that difficult. I really don't ever think about him. So when he slid in my DMs, I was like, brother, But that's just my little life update. I just wanted to ramble today instead of being like, all right, this is how you cope with a situationship. This is how you deal with not having a father. Sometimes I'm like, fuck, draining, boring, can't be bothered. Okay, anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I love every single one of you. Have a great day, night, evening, whenever the fuck you're listening to this. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. Make sure to follow my TikTok and my second TikTok, which is Livi, duh. No, that's literally the username. Oh, join the broadcast channel on Instagram. We have fun over there. But I love you guys. Have a great, did I say that? Have a great day, night, evening. I just wanted to yap a little. All right, but I love you.